Hello everyone. Today we'll solve the newest paper of Feb March 2025 0580 extended paper 4-2. Calculator is allowed. Marks are 100 and timings 2 hours. Alright. So the formula sheet is given and instructions are also there. Formula sheet will be given in paper 2 and paper 4 both. Let's start question number 1. Write down a factor of 28 that is a prime number. Whenever we look at the 28 comes in the times table of 2, 4, 7 and itself 28 and 1 also. So it's coming in 1, 2, 4, 7 and 28. So from there, if you just look that 2 and 7 are only the numbers which are the prime numbers. So in the question it says write down a factor. So either you write down 2 or 7, any number. So that is a prime number and it's a factor of 28 as well. Question number 2, 4y square plus 3y minus y square plus 2y. Just write down the like terms together. 4y square minus y square plus 3y plus 2y, that is 3y square plus 5y, and we can take out common for more simpler form. So that is 3y plus 5. So write down y times 3y plus 5. Now question number 3. Shade two more small squares to make a pattern with 2 lines of symmetry. So if we are shading, just look at the line of symmetry. So line of symmetry, if you look at these boxes, it's one line of symmetry and it's perpendicular to this line, the other lines of symmetry. And now you can shade, if you just flip this one, okay, and then the other you will shade here. Alright, so this was shade 2 small squares to make a pattern with 2 lines of symmetry. So we can easily see that these boxes are in the symmetrical line. So question number 4. Alright, the next question number 4. This is 20.24 minus cube root of 30 divided by 6.5 and the marks are 2. Just you are going to write down the answer in one decimal place. So here I'm calculating 20.24 minus cube root of cube root of 30 and then come down. This is 6.5 equals 2.635810384. So this is 2.6358. Alright, so they're asking us to find out one decimal place. After 6 we have 3, so we'll just write down 2.6 in this question. Alright, moving to question number 5. In question number 5, they have given us 3 rectangles. So a pattern is formed by 3 congruent rectangles. Each rectangle is a rotation of 90 degree. Alright, around one vertex of a rectangle next to it. The point A has the coordinates 2, 5 and the coordinate for B is 5, 1.5. Work out the coordinates of the point C and point D. They want us to work out, so it means that we cannot rotate like that. So right now we can see they have made the x and y axis also. So this is here, it is y axis number is 5 and here the y axis number is 1.5. It means that for this rectangle, the length and width we are going to find out. The total will be 5 minus 1.5, that will be equals to 3.5. Okay. Now the next one is on x-axis. When we check, this number is 4, 1.5. X number is 2 obviously. So this is 2 here. x number is 2, and the y number and the other x number for this one is 4. So 4 minus 2 is 2. This much is 2. So the length and width, I've found how much is the distance is 3.5 and 2 here. Now let's try for this point. For this point, the x number was 2 till 4. Alright. So we are adding 2 and plus 2 more. Because 2 is there and plus 2 you are adding. So the other number will be 4. And it's in the same line. So it will be 4. 4 comma. What number? Because it's on y-axis in the same line. In the same line. So it will be 4 comma 5. The next point, it is on y-axis. If this is here, it's also 3.5 and it will also be 2. So here 3.5, if I'm going to add 4 and 3.5, it will be 7.5. So x number will be 7.5 and it's in the same line on y-axis at 5. So that will be 7.5 comma 5 for this point. Now we are coming to the C coordinate. This is the C coordinate. So obviously your x number will remain the same because it's in the same line. So that is vertically same line. So 7.5. As we also know that all of the lengths are 3.5 and 2. So this is also 2. Alright. So this will be whenever we look at this one. So we come down 2 more coordinates below. So that will be 4 and 3. Alright. So 7.5 comma 3. I'm explaining again. So first of all, we found what is the length and width. It was 3.5 and 2. And then accordingly, whatever the coordinates are coming in this line, they remain. Y coordinate is same 5. And if it is the length or width are 3.5 and 2, so we are adding or subtracting accordingly. So the coordinates of C we have found, this is 7.5 comma 3. Sorry. 7.53. Now we are looking at the next part, which is D. We are just finding out what is the coordinate D. So we are moving to D now. Before we find out D, we have to find out this coordinate. Alright. So obviously it is the same 3 for Y number. Y coordinate, because it's in the same line. Okay, that is 3. And then afterwards we are going to find out the x coordinate of this point. So we know that this is also 2 here. So this is 7.5 plus 2 is 9.5. We are increasing if it is 7.5. And we are increasing 2 more units in it, so that would be 9.5. Alright, now we are reaching to the coordinate D. We know that it's the height is 3.5 here. So x coordinate will be the same coordinate as 9.5 because it's the same 9.5. And in y number, we are increasing more 3 plus 3.5. If it is 3 on y-axis and then more 3.5 if we are adding, that will be 6.5. So that is the D coordinate here. Alright, so we found the D coordinate is 9.5 comma 6.5. The next question, question number 6. Nisha, each week Nisha is paid $12 per week per hour for the first 40 hours that she works. She is paid 30% more per hour for any extra hours that she works. 1 week Nisha works for 45.5 hours. Calculate how much she is paid that week. First of all, we find out how much is 30%, or we can also find out 130%. So because that's a increasing 30% more, so $12 is for 100%, or simply you can find out 130% of 12. It's up to you. So 130% of 12, or you can write down $12 is 100% and X dollars is 130% because 30% more. So cross multiply, then you will have 100x is equals to 12 into 130. X is equals to 12 times, it's below the line, X is equals to 12 times 130 over 100. 12 times 130 100 equals 15.6. Okay, 15.6. All right, in this question, it's given that for 40 hours, paying $12 per hour. So we have found that 15.6 dollar is the amount for 1 hour. So and then 40 hours. So 40 hours means 40 times 15. 40 times 12, that is 40 times 12 will be equals to, and then you total amount you will add this one 45.5. So remaining time will be 5.5. So for the remaining time he's going to get 15.6, she's going to get $15.6. So 5.5 times 15.6. So in this question, 45.5 hours was the total time, in which for 40 hours, if Nisha is working, will get 12 hours for $12 for per hour. All right, so we have found 40 times 12. So remaining time will be 5.5 hours. For the remaining time, for the extra hours, the Nisha will be getting $15.6, which is more amount than $12. So that will be the total amount. So we are going to do 40 times 12 plus 5.5 times 15.6. That is equals to 565.8, as this one is amount. So $565.80. All right. Okay, the next question is question number 7. The table shows the age and mass of each of 10 babies. Ages are given, and they have shaded half of them, more than half, which is already done by in the question. For 9, 7, 1 and 11 ages, we'll have to do it by ourselves. Complete the scatter diagram. The first 6 points have been plotted for you, and this is for 2 marks. So for this question, the first one is 9 and 4.6. So 9 and 4.6. 9 is there. 4.5, 4.6. And then you will have 7 and 4.5. 7 and 4.5. The next one is 1 and 2.5. 1 and 2.5, and the last one is 11 and 5.3. So 11 and 1, 2, 3, 5.3. In question number 6, we have plotted the coordinates 9, 4.6, 7, 4.5, 1, 2.5 and 11, 5.3. Now complete the scatter diagram. Then what type of correlation is shown in the scatter diagram? So obviously, as the age increase, the masses are also increasing, so it's a positive correlation. All right, the next part is on the scatter diagram, draw a line of best fit. So we have to be careful in drawing the line of best fit. So here we are drawing it. We have to keep in mind that equal number of points should be there in above and below the line. I'm making it. So it is 1 2 3 1 2 3. Seems correct. So this is the line of best fit I have drawn. Use your line of best fit to find an estimate of the mass of a 14-week old baby. 14-week old baby, just check 14. We are going to draw a line of 14, and where it's connecting with the graph, it's exactly 6. So that is 6 kg. It's equals to 6 kg. Alright, the next question. For this question number 8, the scale drawing shows the positions of both A and B. We can see both A and B here. The scale is 1 centimeter represents 0.5 kilometers, and the scale is 1 centimeter to 0.5 kilometers. So it's a copy of the paper. So I can, if I draw a line, maybe it's not the same accurate value. I can increase or decrease the distance between the line. So that's I'm trying. Draw a line between A and B. Approximately it's 4 centimeter, for example. I'm getting 4 centimeter here. So okay, 4 centimeters. So actual distance will be, if 1 centimeter is equals to 0.5 kilometers, then 4 centimeter will be equals to x kilometers, or obviously 4 divided by x is equals to 4 divided by 0.5, that will be equals to 2 kilometers according to this reading. The next part, the lighthouse L lies to the east of the boat A. L is 4.4 kilometers from boat A and 3.3 kilometers from B. Use a ruler and compass only to construct and label the position of L. First, calculate the values in centimeters. So it is given that from 4.4 kilometers from boat A, it means times 2 whenever you do, so it will be 8.8 centimeters from A, and 3.3 kilometers from boat B means 6.6 centimeters from boat B. Alright, using a ruler and compass, so I'm just guiding you how will you make it. So lighthouse L lies to the east of both A and B. East means the up is north, and then south and east and west. So it will be towards this side. Okay. Now L is 4.4 kilometer. L lies to the east of both A and B. If we check both A and B, east is towards this side. Okay. Now 4.4 kilometers from A and 3.3 kilometers from B. It means that 8.8 centimeters from A. 8.8 centimeter from A. So what do? You took your ruler and compass and draw an arc. It should be correct. Then from A, draw an arc of 8.8 kilometers and 6.6 centimeters from B. So if you put the arc here, your needle of your compass here, then 8.8 from here and 6.6, you just keep your needle here, and 6.6 from B, and then draw the line. Okay, I just kept the 8.8 more longer. The accurate whenever you use your compass and ruler, then you will have the correct diagram. Okay, so L must be somewhere here. It's not the accurate diagram. Whenever you draw with the help of your arcs, with the help of your ruler and your compass, then obviously you will get the accurate diagram. So that must be equals to 6.6, and that must be equals to 8.8 from A to L, and from B to L it will be 6.6 centimeters. All right, I hope you understood. The next question is write 0.00709, obviously negative power it will be. So that will be 7.09, and it's at the third place. So multiply by 10 to the power minus 3. Now this part, 4 square into 10, 4 times 2 is 8, 4 square is 16 into 10 to the power 8. That will be 1.6 into 10 to the power 1 for making 16 into standard form, and 10 to the power 8. So 1.6 into 10 to the power 9. So this is your answer, 1.6 into 10 to the power 9. The previous was 7.09 into 10 to the power minus 3. The next question, question number 10, transformation question. Draw the image of triangle A after the reflection of the line in the line y equals to 1. So draw the line y equals to 1. Y equals to 1. So we'll see the same distance with A and the line y is equals to 1, the mirror image. So the first point, whenever you check the same distance, that the first point is 2 comma 0. Then you are coming to the next one. So 1 1 2 3 4, you come down 1 2 3 4. The next point is this one. This is 3 comma minus 3. Now we are just looking at the last point, 1 2 1 2. It's there. I'm just looking at the same distance, same distance, same distance, because it's a question of reflection. That should be the same mirror image over there. Okay, now join the points with the help of the ruler. That will be your, okay, all right, this is the answer for this part. All right, now we are going to do the next part of this question, the triangle A after translation by the vector minus 6 1. All right, so we have to translate triangle A. Just go back to the question. The triangle A minus 6 1, translation vector is minus 6 1. So every coordinate we are moving minus 6 1. All right, so the first one in A is this much. So we are moving 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then one more up, that is 6 1. Like this we'll do for every coordinate of this triangle. But remember, you can do with the help of calculations also, minus 6 in x number and 1 in y number, y coordinate. All right, the next one is again minus 6 1, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and minus 6 1, this coordinate. And the last one, this one is the corresponding coordinate of this one. The last one, this coordinate, 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 1, this coordinate. So finally we got the coordinates of the translation vector minus 6 1. We translated the triangle A, and now we can draw the lines. Take your ruler and join the line. This was the answer for part B. This is 1, and this is the answer for 2. Alright, now moving to part B, describe fully the single transformation that maps A onto B. Alright, now erase the other lines. That will make a problem for you whenever you draw some points for the other triangle or other transformation. Alright, now in part number, and you can see that these two triangles, whenever we look at their translated, so the shape is the same and their size is also same, and they are in the same position. So that's why it's a translation, and we have done this correctly. Describe fully the A onto B. A onto B, whenever you check, and then whenever you check these coordinates, if you join the corresponding coordinates, then what you see, they are not the parallel lines. For example, if I'm going to join this to this one, okay, and I'm going to join this to this one. All right, and I'm not getting any parallel line. If there is a parallel line, then either it's a translation or reflection. In translation, the position will remain the same, but in reflection the diagrams flip. But it's not the parallel line. If we join the corresponding points, then obviously it's a rotation. So 1 mark you will get when you are writing down rotation. It has 3 marks. You have to tell the center of rotation, you have to tell the angle, and you also have to tell either what's the direction, either it's a anti-clockwise or clockwise. According to it you will work. Okay, so rotation is going on. Now we are going to find out what is the center of rotation, and then find out is it clockwise and anti-clockwise. So first of all, to find out the center of rotation, we join the corresponding points, and then joining those, after joining the at least two, after joining the corresponding points, we'll find out the perpendicular bisector. Wherever the perpendicular bisector meets, then that will be the center of rotation. So I'm going to join these two here, the corresponding points. Okay, wait, this one and this one, no, this one. All right, they are the corresponding points which I have joined. Now the other one, let's see this one. The other one is this one, these two. All right, so I've made the join the points of the corresponding points. Now I'll make one by one their perpendicular bisector. So for perpendicular bisectors, what do? You just take your compass and ruler, take more than half radius, and then draw an arc up and down, or with the help of, whenever if you find out the center point, like for example I know that the center point is this much, then I'll do the 90-degree over there. That's alternative way. Then you will make a 90-degree over there, and then you can have the perpendicular bisector of this line. Both ways are easy, you can do it. So I'm drawing a 90-degree angle, or you can make a perpendicular bisector. Okay, okay, for the other line I know the center is this much. Okay, or we can make the perpendicular bisector, or 90-degree we can draw of this line as well. Okay, so we can see the both I'll make it again. Okay, all right, so this is the perpendicular bisector of the other line. Okay, the other line is this much, and it's a perpendicular bisector. I made 90-degree. Okay, and you can also do one thing. There are too many ways to make the line. If your the first line, if one of the line has the gradient 4/2, like you have seen, like the other line which is perpendicular with it, that will be -2 gradient. You'll have to keep in mind. Okay, so either you take the compass and draw the perpendicular bisector and draw arcs. Whenever you take more than half radius, then you make arc up and down. Like if this is a line of 4 centimeter, take the more than half radius from this point, and then draw the arcs from here up and down, and draw the arcs here up and down, and join it. This is the way we make the perpendicular bisector. Or this is the line, and then this is 90-degree you will make with the protector, and then that is also a perpendicular bisector. From the middle you can make a 90-degree angle, that is also a perpendicular bisector. Okay, So we can see these two perpendicular bisector, they are meeting at 3 minus 1. So center of rotation is 3 comma minus 1. Now we are going to find out how much angle it is, and is it anti-clockwise or clockwise. Alright, erase these lines because you have found the center of rotation, and it will be easier for you to find out the angle and everything whenever you erase it. Okay, so we have found the center of rotation is 3 comma 1. What do? You know that from it is rotation is triangle A to B. A to B means it is rotating A to B, and now you join the corresponding points. For example, you join from object to center to image, and it is 90-degree. From wherever you try, you will see that it is 90-degree. For example, I'm trying the other one, this one. Okay, so wherever you see, it is 90-degree. And now just write down 90-degree here, and this is this one like this, anti-clockwise. Erase the other lines. Now go to the next question. Question 11. Mitchell invests $1,500, so the principal is $1,500 at the rate of 4.2%. Rate R is 4.2%. The principal is $1,500 and the rate is 4.2% per year compound interest. So you'll have to use the formula of compound interest. Calculate the value of the investment at the end of 5 years. It means that amount is required and the time is n is equals to 5 years. Alright, so here amount is equals to P times 1 plus R over 100 to the power n. Everything is easy here. Amount is equals to 1,500 times 1 plus 4.2 upon 100 to the power 5. 1,500, sorry, wait, 1,500 times 1 plus, now you write down 4.2 upon 100, go up, bracket close, and then we have to put the power. So power is 5 here, and that equals to 1842.59. So we are writing down 1842.594. So that is 59. If it's required in 3 significant figures, then you will write down 1800, otherwise 1840, otherwise you can write down 1842.59 because it's the amount, so 2 decimal place always we write. Its part B is Hitanshi invests some money at the rate of X%. The rate is required per year compound interest. Again, the compound interest question. At the end of 11 years, the value of investment has doubled. In this question, calculate the value of X. For this question, for example, we cannot take the you have the amount is X, 2X or X. We cannot say the principal is, because other things also we'll have to find out. Why not you take 1:2 ratio? For example, the principal is 1, then the amount will be equals to 2. You can take double the amount it will become. The number of years are 11 and the rate is X%, which we'll have to find out. So the amount is equals to P times 1 plus R over 100 to the power n. Amount is 2 is equals to, principal is 1. 1 plus r over 100 means x upon 100 to the power n means 11 is the power. So we are going to start, that will be 2 over 1 because 1 is multiplying. 1 plus x upon 100 to the power 11. Okay, it's simply 2. So right now we have 1 plus x upon 100 to the power 11 is equals to 2. Now we are going to take, if we have to get rid of this 11 power, 11th root of 2, we can take it. Okay, so that is 1 plus x over 100. So x will be equals, x upon 100 will be equals to 11th root of 2 minus 1, and then you will multiply this one. X is equals to 11th 100 times 11th root of 2 and then minus 1. So calculate, how will we calculate this one in the calculator? So just do 100 times, now 11th root, shift and then 11th root, write down 11, in the radical sign write down 2 and then come out of it and then minus 1 and then bracket close, equal sign 6.5041. So you can write down 6.504. So 6.5%. You can write down this much, okay? X is equals to 6.5%. Next question is, a cone has a sloping edge 12 centimeter and base radius 5 centimeter. Calculate the total surface area of the cone. So whenever we have a cone, total surface area is pi r l plus pi r square or pi r times l plus r. Whenever you'll see a cone, this is the base radius and it's a slant height. So for finding out the surface area, we don't want the vertical height. Okay, so your L is equals to 12 centimeters here and the radius is 5 centimeters. Alright, so this is total surface area is equals to the curved surface area, which is pi r L plus the base area is pi r square. So now we have pi r is 5 and L is equals to 12 plus pi r square, that is pi into 5 square. Alright, now we know that the pi is common. It's easy for you to find out the value over there, that is or separately find out, it's easy. So 12 times 5 is 60, so that is equals to 60 pi plus 25 pi. 60 and 25 pi is 85 pi, or you can use the calculator. So 85, just find out 85 pi. Okay, 85 pi equals to 267.035. 267.035. So that you can write down 267 square centimeters. Alright, now go to the next question. We have 13th question here. Alright, so this 13th question, the table shows first 5 terms of the sequence A, B and C. So it's sequence question. Complete the table. Nth term we are going to find out for sequence A, sequence B and sequence 3. Complete the table to show the nth term of each sequence. The first one is 5, 12. We'll have to find out the difference and identify, is it a like linear, quadratic, cubic, geometric, what sequence it is. So this is 5, 12, 31. Leave some space in between, that's easier for you. Then 5, 12, 31, 68 and 129. So 12 minus 5 and then 31 minus 12, 68 minus 31 and 129 minus 68. So that is an increasing sequence. So 7 plus 7, then plus 19, and 68 minus 31 is 37, 129 minus 68 is 61. Now find out another one. Still we didn't find out. So it means that it's not the linear sequence. So that equals to 12. And then we have 37 and 19 is 18 numbers. And 61 minus 37 is 24. Find out another difference. It means that it's not even a quadratic. So 18 and 12, the difference is 6, 24 and 18. So the difference is 6. So it's a cubic sequence. Remember, for cubic sequence, you are going to just remember 4 formula. That will helpful for you to find out the nth term of the cubic sequence. What are the 4 formula? Here that 6a equals to 6, you go backward. Right, your the differences are 6a equals to 6 here in this question, but 6a, I'm writing down the formula. That will be helpful for you if you don't know. 6a is the third difference. Okay, and the second is we go backward. This is the third difference. This is the third difference, and this is the second difference. It's the first difference, and it is the first term. Okay, now 6a equals to the third difference. Number 2, 12a plus 2b is equals to the second difference, and then afterwards 7a plus 3b plus c is the first difference. This you have to memorize, and it's very easy for you to find out the third whenever the third difference, it means that the cubic sequence, the nth term of the cubic sequence will become very easy for you. A plus b plus c plus d is equals to the first term. It means you can see that we go backwards. First the third difference, then the second, then the first, and the first term. Now we are going to apply this formula one by one. 6a equals to the third difference. So 6a equals to 6 here. 6 is the third difference. A will be equals to 1. Now the second one. The second one is 12a plus 2b is equals to the second difference, which is also equals to 12. 12a plus 2b is equals to 12 here. So 12a is 1. 1 plus 2b is equals to 12. And 12 minus 12 will be equals to 0. Then 0 upon 2 will also be equals to 0. You found b. Okay. Now afterwards we are going to the third formula, which is 7a plus 3b plus c is the first difference. So that is equals to 7. 7, 1 plus 3b plus c equals 3b. Oh sorry, 3b was 0. So 3, 0 plus c is equals to 7. Then 7 plus 0 plus c equals to 7. Then 7 is also equals to 0. 7 minus 7 is also equals to 0. Alright. And the last formula is a plus b plus c plus d is equals to the first, and this is 5. A is 1, 0, 0 plus d equals to 5. So 1 plus d is equals to 5. D will be equals to 5 minus 1, which is equals to 4. And then now the sequence becomes, so the cubic sequence will be an cube plus bn square plus cn plus d. Alright, a is 1, n cube, b and c they are 0 plus 4. So answer will be n cube plus 4. Okay, for the first one. Okay, and you know that you can easily understand that 1 cube plus 4 is 5, 2 cube is 8, 8 plus 4 is 12. Like this, you can substitute one by one, and then you can easily find out and verify your answer. Now for the second one, we have found the first one, which is n cube plus 4. N cube plus 4, and we verified our answer as well. Now in sequence B, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 means the difference is constant 1, and 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7 the difference is also 1. So I have less space for working. Achha, now look in front. So the difference is of 1, 1, 1 and 1. Here is also in the denominator the difference is 1. So a plus d n minus 1 is the formula. Alright, so I'm erasing here. that was just for you, these formula I've written. So that is a plus d n minus 1 is the formula for the nth term of the linear sequence, where a is the first term and d is the common difference. So a is 10 and d was 9 minus 1. 9 minus 10 is minus 1 is the difference. Minus 1 and minus 1. 10 minus n plus 1. So you will have 11 minus n is the numerator, and in the denominator we are finding out it's also a linear sequence, 3 4 5 6. Here also the difference is of 3 minus 4 minus 3 is 1, 5 minus 4 is 1, positive 1. All right, so 1 is the common difference and 3 is the first term. So 3 plus 1 into n minus 1, 3 plus n minus 1. So you are having 2 plus n, you can write down. So 2 plus n. So verify your answers first, then go to the third one. So verify your answers. 11 minus 1 is 10, 11 minus 2 is 9, 11 minus, it's okay. Now in denominator, 2 plus 1 is 3, 2 plus 2 is 4, 2 plus 3 is 5. So we verified the answers for the sequence B as well. Okay, so we did for sequence A and sequence B their nth term. We are going to sequence C now. Now sequence C, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. You can easily see that it's continuously multiplying by 2. So it's a geometric sequence like AR n minus 1 is the formula for the geometric sequence, where R is either you write down 8 over 4, 16 over 8, 32 over 16. So you get the same number 2. So your R is equals to 2 here, and A is the first term as always. So this is like 2 into A is 4 into 2 n minus 1. We can easily simplify this. That is 2 square into 2n into 2 minus 1. I just broke 2n minus 1 as 2n and 2 to the power minus 1. So that is 2 to the power n into 2 minus 1 is 1. So I can combine it together, 2 to the power n plus 1. 2 to the power n plus 1. Now verify this answer as well. 2 to the power n minus 1, 1 plus 1 is 2 square, which is right. 2 n plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 2 cube. Now this is 3 plus 1, 2 to the power 4, 2 to the power 5, 2 to the power 6, like this. Okay, so we verified our answer for sequence C as well. So we did sequence A. The nth term is a cubic sequence, n cube plus 4. Sequence B is both a linear sequence for the numerator and denominator as well. And in sequence C, it's a geometric sequence. All right. So the next question is the function question. Question 14, function question. F of x is equals to 5 minus 4x. And with minus 3, they are asking us to find out. So in place of x, just substitute minus 3 equals to 5 minus 4 times minus 3. That is 5 plus 4 3s are 12, which is equals to 17. So 17 is the answer. Very easy question here. Part B, f of 3 minus 2x. So here you put 3 minus 2x in place of x. F of 3 minus 2x, 5 minus 2x, 5 minus 2 times 3 minus 2x, which is equals to 5 minus 3 2s is 6 plus 2 times 2 is 4x. Sorry, 5 minus 4. It's 4. 4 3s are 12 plus 4 2s are 8x. So that is 8x minus 7. Now the C part, f inverse x. F of x is 5 minus 4x. Y is equals to 5 minus 4x. Make x subject here. 4x plus y equals to 5. We have to make x positive subject, so 4x is equals to 5 minus y, and x is equals to 5 minus y upon 4. So that's why f inverse x is equals to 5 minus x upon 4. 5 minus x upon 4. Alright, for the next question, question number 15. Virat records the height of each of 80 sunflowers. The results are shown in the table. Calculate and estimate the mean height. Sum of fx divided by sum of f. Alright. So x will be the midpoint. We are going to find out the midpoint. So the midpoint is equals to 12 and 1.5, 1.2 and 1.5. So if there is a problem, then what do? Add both the numbers and divide by 2. 1.2 plus 1.5 and then divided by 2 equals to, this is 1.35. Alright. The same way you do for all the numbers, 1.5 and 1.6. So that is 1.5 plus 1.6 and then divide by 2. Then you get 1.55. So 1.6 and 1.7. So now we know that it will be 1.65. Then 1.7 and 1.9. Then 1.7 and 1.9. And then divided by 2 equals to, this is 1.8 only. Alright, so we got all the midpoints. Now we are going to find out the mean in this question. You can also do one more thing. Then you can sum of fx, like 1.35 and 1.35 and 12 multiply together and write down here, or you can write down each and everything below, like here. Okay, it's up to you. Whatever you like, you can write down in the table or you can do the working here. Okay, let's see if we write down in the table. Then 12 into 1.12 into 1.35 is equals to 16.2, and now 1.55 into 20 is equals to 31, and then 1.65 into 34 is equals to 56.1, and 14 into 1.8, that is equals to 25.2. Alright, now we are going to add all of the values for sum of fx. Divide by sum of f. Sum of f is 80. If we add 12, 20, 34 and 14, it must be equals to 80. So the mean is equals to sum of fx divided by sum of f. So what do? 16.2 plus 31 plus 56.1 plus 25.2. This is fx. Alright. So and divided by 80. Let's calculate. 16.2 plus 31 plus 56.1 plus 25.2 and then divided by 80 equals to 1.60625. Or we can write down in 3 significant figure. This is 1.61. Alright, I hope you understood the mean of the group data here. First of all, we find out the midpoint, and then this midpoint we use in the question for value of x, and sum of fx divided by sum of f. Whenever you do the calculations, you will get the mean in the question. Okay, part B, draw a histogram to show the information. As we know that the class widths, they were different, so we need the frequency density, and frequency density is frequency over class width. Let's find out first of all the class width of each one, each height, and then we can find out the frequency density. Alright, first find out the class width here. So I'm erasing the midpoints. Alright, so the midpoints, find out the difference. 1.5 and 1.2 is 0.3. 1.5 and 1.2, this is only 0.3. So the class width is 0.3 here. And then 1.6 and 1.5, the difference is of only 0.1 number. 1.5, if anybody has any problems, just check. 0.1 number. And then we have 1.7 and 1.6 is also a 0.1 number. 1.7 and 1.6, which is only 1.1 number, wow, 0.1 number. And 1.9 and 1.7, it's also simple, which is equals to 0.2. Like 17 and 19, the difference is of two number. So here we are finding out the frequency density, and the frequency density is frequency over class width. We have all frequencies there, so we are finding out frequency density is frequency over class width. 12 over 0.3, 12 upon, you will have 12 upon 0.3, and then you get 40. Then afterwards 20 upon 0.1, that is equals to 200. And 34 upon divided by 0.1 is equals to 340. And then 14 over 0.2, and you will be getting 70 numbers. Okay, so here we are going to make the histogram. Now in this question, whenever we have these values, that is 1.2 to 1.5 is reaching at 40. 1.2 to 1.2 to 1.5, it is 1.2 to 1.5 here, and then 1.5 to 1.6, the other bar, and then you will have 1.6 to 1.7, the next bar, and then 1.7 to 1.9 is another bar. Now I'm going to make till 40 we'll have to make the first one. So 40 is up till here. Okay, this is the first bar, and then afterwards you can have the second one. It's becoming 200, so make it 200. Okay, so this is 200. The next bar is 340, 340. So 300 is up till here. 4 more points. 1 2 3 4. 340. I'm not using the ruler. Please use and make it neat and tidy diagram. Okay, all right. Now the next one is till 70 numbers. Okay, so 5 6 7. This is complete histogram. So 3 marks for histogram and 4 marks for finding out the mean of question number 15. Now let's see question number 16. The graph shows the speed of the cyclist during a journey of 30 seconds, and then write down the acceleration of the cyclist between 15 and 25 seconds. Between 15 and 25 seconds. So between this we can see it's a constant speed and zero acceleration. For acceleration we find out the gradient, and for this one we know every horizontal line has the gradient 0. So acceleration is 0 meter per second square. Now by drawing a tangent, find an estimate for the acceleration of the cyclist as 7.5 seconds. So we'll make a tangent at 7.5 seconds. So let's draw the tangent at 7.5. Okay, and here take two coordinates. It's 7.5 here in the middle. At this point we draw the tangent. After drawing the tangent, find out two coordinates. For example, the two coordinates, for example, I'm taking 15 and 9, 8 and 9, okay, 15 and 9, and this one this one is 5 and 6.2, 5 and 6.2, 15, 9 and 5, 6.2, 15, 9 and 5 and 6.2. So they are the two coordinates I have found after drawing the tangent at 7.5, 15, 9 and 5 and 6.2. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2, like we do always in the graphs also. y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, that is minus 10, and 6.2 minus 9 is 2.8, but with a minus sign. So that is 2.8 upon 10, which is 0.28. So 0.28 is the given to you the slope of this graph at 7.5 seconds. All right. So we draw the tangent and we estimate the acceleration for the cyclist at 7.5 seconds. Okay. Now the next part is part C. Work out the average speed of the cyclist between 15 to 30. Average speed means total distance upon total time. So 15 to 30 seconds. Just check 15 to 30 seconds. If I'm just drawing a line here, it's a trapezium. All right. So for total distance, we'll calculate area under the graph. All right. Wherever height is 8 and the parallel lines are these 15 to 30, which is equals to 15 numbers, and here this is 15 to 25, only 10 numbers. So find out the area of the trapezium wherever the parallel lines are 15 and 10 and the height is equals to 8 centimeters. So half times height into sum of parallel lines for finding out the distance. I'm taking the trapezium, height was 8 and the parallel lines are 10 and 15. Now 2 times 4 is 8 and 4 times 25 is equals to 100 meters square. Okay, meters, 100 meters. All right, so this is the distance, and now we are finding out the average speed here for between 15 to 30. Between 15 to 30 is 15. Between 15 to 30, it is 15 times will be equals to 15. The seconds will be equals to 15. All right, you can see that it's equals to 15. So 100 upon 15, 5 times 3 and 5, 20 over 3 is 6 whole 6 over 7. Say it's 3 6 are 18. Wait. 3 6 are 18 and 2. 6 whole 2 over 3 or 6.666, 6 whole 2 over 3 meter per second. All right. And if you round it off, it will be 6.67. Okay. The next question number 17 is of trigonometry. Calculate, find the bearing B from C. First of all, see the diagram. It's a non-right angle triangle. So for such questions, if two sides are included angle, like in this condition, if this side is required, then we use cosine rule. Otherwise, if two sides are non-included angle is there, then we use the sine rule. Okay, so bearing B from C is required here. So B from C we are finding out. So B from C, this much. So the bearing from B from C is required in this question. So all the measurements are written. This is AC is equals to 65 meters, BC is equals to 95, and the bearing of C from A is 145. Okay, and 38 is written here. So the bearing of C from A is 145. We'll have to label it C from A, that is equals to 145. Okay, so whenever we look at this angle, which is co-interior angle of 145, so this is 180 minus 145, we'll have to find out. So that would be 35 here. So 140 co-interior angles are supplementary, interior angles are supplementary. The sum is equals to 180 degree. So 180 minus 145 is equals to 35 here. Now we are ready to find out the bearing of B from C. So that will be 360 minus the bearing is equals to 360 minus, that is 35 only. And one more angle plus 38. 360 minus 35 plus 38. 287 is the bearing. So you already know that this whole is equals to 360 degree, and we don't want the whole thing. We just want the bearing from like here. We don't want 38 and we don't want 35. We only want the bearing from here till here. So that is 287 in this question. You know that whenever we have a parallel lines and these two are co-interior angles, so that's why it's 35. From here we have one more 38 degrees were extra to complete 360 degrees. So we excluded 35 and 38 here. Now show that in part B, AB is equals to 59.3 meters, correct to one decimal place. So here in this question, whenever we look at AB, for AB line, we have two sides and included angle. Whenever two sides and included angle is given and we have to find out one more length, then it means we'll have to use the cosine rule, and the cosine rule is a square is equals to b square plus c square minus 2bc cos of a. Alright, so 65 meters and 95 meters. Two sides are given and included angle is 38. So we'll be using the side AB square, which we'll have to show is equals to, first of all I write down the formula, then you can easily understand. For example, you have A, B and C. This is side A, side B, side C. Then you need, for example, if you want to know this side, so you must have B and C and angle A. So A square is equals to B square plus C square minus 2bc cos of A. And we have these two sides and included angle as well. So the labeling is different, but we can easily find out by taking the square root. So A square, your AB side square, is equals to 65 square plus 95 square minus 2 times 65 and 95. A square plus b square minus 2ab cos of this is 38 degrees, and this is 3 marks question. You can find out for each and every steps their numbers, like what is 65 square, what's 95 square. I'm taking out the square root of the whole thing and finding out answer. So that is 65 square plus 95 square minus 2 times 65 and 95 cos of 38. Okay, use your calculator. Square root of 65 square and then plus 95 square minus 2 times 65 and with 95 cos of 38. Bracket close, equal sign. This is 59.313. 59.313 is approximately equals to 59.3, which is required in this question, and we had to show this, and this is done. Okay, remember there is just a difference that in cosine rule you need two sides and included angle to find out the third side, but in sine rule requirement is you must have, if you have two sides, then you must not have the included angle. So non-included angle must be there to find out the other measurements, or two angle, any of the side is given, then you can find the you can use the sine rule to find out the rest of the measurements. Okay, so in part C, angle BAC is an obtuse angle. Work out the bearing of B from A. Work out the bearing of B from A. So it means we need to find out, this is your A and it's your B. So whenever we find out the bearing of B from A, so from A you have started and you will have to stop at B. Whenever they were asking you in part A, B from C, so you stopped at C. Now you need to find out 145 plus this angle. Okay, now the question is to find out this angle. So according to the measurement, we have all three sides are there and one angle is also given here. You can use the sine rule or the cosine rule as well. So here just look at, write down the measurement. This is 59.313. I'm writing down some extra decimal places for the accuracy. So that is 59.313. Okay, so you can see three sides are there. So cosine rule, for cosine rule you can use the same formula, and cos, if with the help of cos inverse you can find out cos of A is equals to that is B square plus C square minus A square, and upon that you can do, like for example cos A is equals to B square plus C square minus A square upon 2BC, and you can find out the cos inverse. This is from the same formula. This is the same formula which we have used to find out AB. Alright, or the sine rule is A over sine A equals to B upon sine B equals to C upon sine C. So we have used the cosine rule. So now I'm using the sine rule here. So for example, if you have a triangle ABC and this is side A, this is opposite to B side B, opposite to C side C. So A over sine A, you just see the opposite of it. A over sine A, B over sine B, and C over sine C. So right now I'm using the sine rule, and just look at the diagram. For example, the third angle is not given, so we cannot use 65 if we are using the sine rule. Alright, so we are using 59.313 upon sine 38 equals to the other side, which is given is 95, and opposite to 95 is angle A. 95 upon sine A. just simply cross multiply and get your answer. So because of the equal sign in the middle, so 59.313 sine A is equals to 95 times sine 38 degree. Sine A is equals to 59.313. You divide with it because it was multiplying there. For more accuracy, it's of 4 marks. You can find out the result also there, that how much it is. So A is equals to sine inverse 95. I'm just doing here because of the space. A is equals to sine inverse, that is 95 sine 38 upon 59.313. Shift sine inverse and then take the numerator denominator option, that is 95 sine 38 bracket close and then come down, that is 59.313. You can take more decimal places for more accuracy. 59.313. all right, go up and close, equals 80.43166. all right, 80 point. Okay, so as BAC is an obtuse angle, we can see BAC is an obtuse angle. You know that sine A is equals to, or sine theta is equals to 180 minus sine theta. So for more acute and obtuse angle, so you know that it is in second quadrant and sine is positive. So what do we do? As we know that sine theta is equals to sine 180 minus theta. So you have for obtuse angle, this is 180 minus 80.43166. okay, that is equals to 136.834. sorry, 180 minus, I put 180 minus 80 point, that is equals to 99.56834. 90.56834 degrees. 99.56834. Alright, so we have found with the help of sine rule its angle. Now what do we do? Because of the obtuse angle, we subtracted from 180 degree and found this angle. So this angle is 99.56834. 99.57 also you can write down. 99.57. Alright, so the whole angle is, you are going to add 145 with 99.57 and then you can find your answer. The bearing of B from A. 145, just add 145 in your answer. So bearing of B from A is equals to, we have 145, the angle, which was already the bearing, that was C from A. Okay, so just 145 plus 99.57. 145 plus 99.57, which is equals to 244.57. So for three significant figures, we can write down or in one decimal place it is equals to 244.6, or you can write down 245 for three significant figures. So that was trigonometric question. In this question, first we found the bearing B from A, and I've explained you in detail. Then AB is equals to 59.3 with the help of cosine rule. BAC, it's a tricky thing. Whenever you find out the acute angle, must subtract from 180 degree, and then you get an obtuse angle. Whenever you do the question, please read everything very carefully, so because it will be helpful for you to find the answer. So here we use the sine rule. You can even use the cosine rule to find out this angle and add with 145 to find the final answer. I hope you understood this question. That was of 4 marks and has three parts there, 2, 3 and 4. So lots of marks are there, and you can see it was not difficult. So question number 18, we are reaching to factorize. So in factorize, 18a square minus 98. All right, so whenever we do try that what is 98 divided by 18, and you can have this one, so it's not, so it means take 2 times table. So 2 times table, copy down, and then 2 times 9 is 18, and then it is 4 and 9, 49. Okay, so 9 and 49, they both are square numbers. So you know that a square is equals to a square minus b square is equals to a plus b and a minus b, difference of two perfect square. So that's the third formula of identity we are using here. 2 times 3a square minus 7 square, and then 2 3a plus 7 and 3a minus 7. So that is 2 marks question. You took common, that's the one step. The second step is you use identity to find the final answer. So 2 times 3a plus 7 and 3a minus 7. Now the next part, you have to simply expand this. Okay, so for this one, it's up to you. Like if you want to multiply these two first, multiply these two. If you want to multiply these two first, but one by one you multiply, simplify and find your answer. So I'm multiplying x plus 4 and 2x minus 1, or just multiply this one, x plus 4, and then take 2x minus 1 and x minus 2 together. All right, so keep writing down x plus 4 here, and then 2x times x minus 2, and then minus 1 times x minus 2. X plus 4, so that is 2x square minus 4x minus x and then plus 2. Simplify this and then multiply this number by x plus 4. 2x square minus 5x and then plus 2. Now we are ready to multiply with x plus 4. X times 2x square minus 5x plus 2 and plus 4 times 2x square minus 5x plus 2. Okay, so that will become 2x cube minus 5x square plus 2x plus 8x square minus 4 times 5 is 20x, and 4 2s are 8. Simplify this and that will be your final answer. So 2x cube, this is 2x cube, and you will simplify minus 5x square with 8x square. Okay, so 2x cube minus 5 plus 8 is plus 3x square, and now you will see 2x and minus 20 is minus 18x, and then in the constant number we just have 8. So this is the final answer. So that is 2x cube plus 3x square minus 18x plus 8. Okay. All right. So this is just the expansion and simplification question. Question number 19. Solve the equation 2 plus 5 cos x equals to 0. 0 to 360 degree. We have to find the value of x. Now just simplify and just find out the value for x. So like you solve the linear equation, do the same thing. So 5 cos x is equals to 0 minus 2, which is equals to minus 2. 5 cos x is equals to minus 2. Cos x is equals to minus 2 over 5, and x will be equals to cos inverse minus 2 over 5. Take your calculator and find it out. Cos inverse and then minus 2 over 5. Sorry. Minus 2 over 5 equals, it's coming an obtuse angle. So x is equals to 113.578. Okay. 113.578. Right, so they are asking us to find out the two answers. You know that in cos angle we do 360 minus theta, but it's a positive value 113.578. So we do 360 minus theta. So here we'll find out the other angle. So that is, the other angle will be equals to 360 minus 113.578. 360 minus 113.578. 246.422 or 246.2. 246.422. So the one of the answer is 113.6 degrees, or the other answer will be 246.2. So in cos angle, you remember everyone, whenever two angles are required. So we know where the cos is positive, in which quadrant it is. So remember, then the cos is positive here in the fourth quadrant. For the positive angle, we find out 360 minus theta, and if the 360 minus theta, and if the negative angle comes, then what do we do? 360 plus theta, that's the difference. All right, moving to the next question, question number 20. Okay, a piece of metal has the volume 1240 correct to the nearest 20 cubic centimeters. The mass of the piece of the metal is 7,800 grams correct to the nearest 100 grams. So this is upper bound, lower bound questions. Calculate the lower bound of the density of the metal. So density is mass upon volume, and you know that it's a division question. In addition and multiplication we take the same. Like for the upper we multiply with the upper or add with the upper, and for the lower we do that. But in subtraction and division it's a different thing. So in division, what do? We take, if we have to find out the lower bound, we take the lower bound in the numerator and the upper bound in the denominator to get the least answer or the minimum answer. All right, so first of all we have to find out the upper or lower bound, whatever the requirement is there. So 1240 cubic centimeter is nearest, corrected to nearest 20. It means 20 over 2, we make the half of it, that then it will be equals to 10. If we add 10 to it, we'll get the upper bound. If we subtract 10 with it, will get the lower bound. So that is what do? We add 10 with it to get the upper bound plus 10, and if we minus 10, we'll get the lower bound. So what we have to find out, we'll have to find out the upper bound for, because it's the volume, so volume comes in the denominator. So what do? We need 1240 plus 10, which is equals to 1250 cubic centimeter for the volume. Let's come to the other thing, which is your mass. 7,800 grams corrected to the nearest 100. So 100 divided by 2 will be equals to 50. So we add or subtract 50 to 7,800 to get the upper and lower bound. So this is the upper bound we found for the volume. We find out the lower bound for the mass. So 7,800 plus 50 to get the upper bound and minus 50 to get the lower bound. So we are interested in the lower bound here. So that will be 7,750. That is the lower bound. Okay. So we divide these numbers. So density is equals to mass upon volume. So mass will take 7,750 divided by that will be the volume, mass upon volume. So that is 1,250. So take your calculator. 7,750 divided by 1,250, divided by 1250 equals 31/5 or 6.2. That is 6.2 grams per centimeter cube. So it was a division question. Or subtraction question also we do the same thing. So I hope you understood. For division is mass upon volume, and we got the final answer, which is 6.2 grams per cubic centimeter, and it was for 3 marks question. Alright, so that was 20th question. Question number 21, vectors question. OAB is a triangle. C is a midpoint. Alright, first C is a midpoint. So if OC is M, then that is also equals to M because of the midpoint. So the whole line, if we say OA, will be equals to 2M. OC is M, CB is N, which is already given. E lies on AB, and AB is to EB is 4:5. EB, AE, that is 4, and it is 5. Okay, the total ratio will become 9. So that will be, if we see AE, that will be 4/9 of the whole side AB, and if we see EB, that will be equals to 5/9 of the whole AB. Alright, let's see what they're asking in the last. So we have labeled whatever they say in the question. Find in terms of M and N the position vector of E. Give your answer in its simplest form. Okay, alright. So M and E, find in terms of N position vector of E. So here position vector of E is required. They're asking us the position vector of E. It means we'll find out A, B or BA first. Alright, to get the position vector of E. So if I'm going to find out B to A, then we'll be able to find out the position vector of E. So B to A will be equals to B to A, this line. Okay, for this line I'll go to BC plus CA, this one, BC plus CA, and then we'll reach to BA. Okay, so now BA is equals to BC, start with B and end at A, plus CA. So BC is, CB is N, so BC will be equals to minus N in opposite direction, and CA is already positive. That is BA is equals to M minus N or N minus N plus M. That means the same thing. Okay. So the position vector of E is required. It means OE is required. Alright. So for OE, we have already found BA. It depends. You can easily go to 2 ways over there. So if it is B to O to E, we want in this question. So we can go like O to A, then A to E, and then we'll move to E, or we can go like that. We can easily go to O to C, C to B, and B to E also, because we have found BA. So it means BE and EA it's easy for us to find out the value. So it's very easy to find out OE. Now for that thing we need to know what is AE. Okay, so for to find out AE, this is our BA. B to A is minus N plus M. So AE or EA, for example, if I'm going to find out EA, because I have found BA, so I'm finding out EA. Okay, EA will be equals to 4 over 9 of BA. Alright, so which is 4 over 9 of M minus N or M minus N plus M, that means the same thing. So that is 4 over 9 M minus 4 over 9 N. N is negative. So to find out AE, because I'm moving to this way. Okay, so OE is the question here, because we need to find out the position vector of E. So OE, we can go like this. OE will be equals to OA plus AE. Okay, OA plus AE. OA is very easy in the same direction. M plus M will become 2M. And AE, that will be, their signs will change because it is EA. Okay, so that will become minus 4 over 9 M plus 4 over 9 N. Be careful, M and N letters are these, so you'll have to be careful in copying down. So that is, if we just combine M and we'll take out LCM. Okay, this is minus, not division. So 9 times 2 is 18M minus 18M upon 9 minus 4 upon 9M plus 4 over 9N. Okay, so that will become 14 over 9M plus 4 over 9N. So that is your final answer, 14 over 9M plus 4 over 9N. And this is 4 marks question. I'm just repeating it. This is your vector question. So first of all, to find out OE, we found BA. After finding out BA, we can easily find out OE, because AE is 4 over 9 of BA. All right. Directions are very important whenever you write down, otherwise the signs will be different, and in place, like if you have to add, you will subtract, then the final answer will be wrong. Then OE will be equals to OA plus AE, and then you substitute everything carefully and find your answer. Okay. Now the next question, question number 22, the line y is equals to 4x plus 12 intersect the curve y is equals to 2x square minus x minus 3 at points P and Q. Find the coordinates of P and Q. It means a line and a curve is there, curve and a line, they intersect at 2 points, and we have to find out what those 2 points are. Correct it to 2 decimal places, it means just find out your answer and round it off to 2 decimal places. So it's simultaneous equations, a linear and a quadratic one. So both are y, you can make it equals. Alright, so 2x square minus x minus 3, that is y, and it is also y. So we can write down 4x plus 12. So write down 2x square minus x minus 4x minus 3 minus 12 equals to 0, because whenever it will be equals to 0, then we can either factorize or use the quadratic formula to find out the answer. So 2x square minus 5x minus 15 equals to 0. Alright, there is nothing common. So we'll have to use the quadratic formula. If the factorization is not possible, I'm using quadratic formula here. Okay, so A is 1, B is minus 5, and C is minus 15. Alright, so 15 times 2 is 30. Not getting the factors, using quadratic formula now. X is equals to minus B plus minus square root of B square minus 4AC upon 2A. Always this type of questions lengthy, so you have to be careful. More steps, you can do more careless mistakes. Alright, so minus minus 5. For this thing, you must write down all the steps. minus 5 square minus 4, 1 minus 15 upon 2, 1. So that is becoming plus 5 plus minus, sorry, this is 2 here, a is 2, so a is 2 and it is 4. Okay, so this is 5 square means 25, minus into minus is plus, 8 into 15 equals to 145 upon 4. So you will have 5 plus square root 145 upon 4 and 5 minus square root 145 upon 4. There will be the two answers for x. Okay, so you'll find out 5 plus square root 145 upon 4 equals, and then you get 4.26, and the other answer is sorry, 5 minus square root 145 upon 4. That is minus 1.76. So you got two answers. Substitute in the linear equation and get the value for y. Okay, if you want the exact value, you can for finding out the x after substituting in y is equals to 4x plus 12, you can put the same value there to get more accurate answer if you want. Okay, so here y is equals to 4x plus 12, y equals to 4x plus 12, and then the other one, y is equals to 4 minus 1.76 plus 12. Calculate the value. 4 times, that is 4.26, and that is plus 12. The answer is 29.04 for y, and this is for x. Okay, now the other one you will have that is 4 times minus 1.76, and that is plus 12. The other answer is 4.96. Okay, so you got two answers, that is x is 4.26 and y is 29.04. When x is minus 1.76, y is 4.96. So that is simultaneous quadratic equation with the linear equation. We didn't factorize, we don't have the factors, so we found our answer by quadratic formula. And you can also verify your answer with the help of the calculator as well, so you can do that even and find your answer for the value of y. If you need to verify your answer like this anywhere, this quadratic formula, quadratic equation, and you are using quadratic formula or any quadratic equations, you go to the mode and then go forward. After table you get equations and then you put equals. You are at polynomial with a quadratic, so put 2 equals, and then they are asking you to how much degree is a cubic quadratic any, so you write down 2, and then they give you this ax square plus bx plus c. The coefficient of x square is 2, then press 2 equals, and then the coefficient of x is minus 5 equals, and then the last constant number is minus 15 equals. So then press again, that 5 plus 145 over 4 and 5 minus 145 upon 4, you will get it. Put this button, this will give you the value in the decimals, and then whenever you put equals again, then you get the other value for x. Okay, so this will give you the minimum maximum value. Also with the help of calculator you can easily find out and verify your answers. So you verified your answer, that quadratic equation answer is correct, and then easily you can find out by putting the value of the x value in the linear equation and get the value of y. Okay. All right, so did the simultaneous equations and found the answers. In all of the answers are in 2 decimal places as it was required in the question. All right, now the last question, question number 23, and it's of 7 marks question. So very important, a mensuration question. The diagram shows the major segment. All right, so it's a major segment of the circle. Obviously the other part is smaller, so that's a major segment. Radius is 2.5, and the segment is the cross section of the tunnel with the height 3 meters, and the length of the tunnel is 800 meters. It means that length of the tunnel is the volume. If we find out, then the length of the tunnel will be the height of the prism. Okay, and it has the same cross section throughout its length, so it means that in this question 800 will take as the height. Okay, calculate the volume of the tunnel. So it's just a cross section. If we just see, it is from everywhere, it is 800 will be the height of the of this shape. Okay, so if we want to know the volume is the area you find out the base area multiplied by height, but we'll have to calculate the base area. All right, one is a sector, and I'm going to divide it into parts as it's not a semicircle. So if I'm going to make it like this, if radius is 2.5, this will also be 2.5. Okay, all right, and the whole height it's given, it's 3. All right, if this is 2.5, so this is 2.5 from everywhere, so this is also 2.5. Okay, because it became a sector. Now it's 3. The rest of the part, if we just take that is 3 minus 2.5, and it will be, this is 3 minus 2.5, that is equals to 0.5 meters. All right, so now we are going to find out the volume, but for that thing we need to find out the base area first. Okay, all right, so some angles are required for the sector. If we just see this question, if I'll see the shape. Okay, for example, it's a sector, major sector. Okay, for sector we need to know the angle wherever the radius is 2.5 and 2.5. Obviously we cannot find out the angle from there. A line segment is there and it makes a right angle triangle, so we can use a Pythagoras theorem, and it's an isosceles triangle. We find out this angle and double it to get this angle here. Whenever we get this angle, we'll subtract from 360 degree to find out the angle of the sector. All right, so I'm just making a triangle here to get the angle. It's 90 degrees, 0.5 and 2.5 is this much. As we know that it's a right angle triangle and two sides are there, and this angle we want, and then we double it, and then we subtract from 360 degree to get the required angle. So this is our adjacent side and it is our hypotenuse. So Gatoa, we can easily use the cos theta. So cos theta, cos of angle theta is equals to a over h, which will be equals to 0.5 over 2.5. So theta will be equals to cos inverse 0.5 upon 2.5. In this way we can find out the angle. Cos inverse 0.5 and then divided by 2.5. Okay, bracket close, equals, then you are getting 78.463. So use this value 78.463. so this is becoming 78.463. This is becoming 78.463. This is also becoming 78.463. Double it and subtract from 360 degree to get the angle. Okay, so the whole angle A, which is an obtuse angle, so obtuse angle A is equals to 2 times 78.463 multiply by 2 equals 156.92 156.926 degrees. So this we have found that 156.926, this angle. Now we are going to find out the angle which is an angle for the sector. So what do? We subtract from 360 degrees. So subtract it, 360 minus 156.926, that would be equals to 203.074, which is the angle of the sector, major sector. So that will be 203.074. Alright, so we found the angle. Now we are going to find out the area of this portion. We are ready to find out the area of this portion. That is angle upon 360 degree into pi r square. Okay, so we are going to find out the angle upon 360 degree into pi r square. The area of the sector is equals to angle upon 360 degree into pi into r square. Your r square, r is 2.5 square. So let's find out that is 203.074 divided by 360 degree into pi r square. Wait. 203.074 divided by 360 degree into pi and then multiply by 2.5 square. That is 11.07596. And we can write down why I'm taking too many decimal places, because of the accuracy. So that is 11.07597 square meters. Okay, that is the area of this one. All right, so after that we'll have to add one more thing. As we have already found the area of this portion, and then there is a triangle also with it, this one. We'll have to add with it, then we get the base area. So the area of the triangle, if we just check, you can use half base into height and double it also, but you use the Pythagoras theorem also to get the base. Here now what do? You can use half AB sine C. This we have found, that is 156.926. 156.926. All right, and 2.5 and 2.5 is there. So area of triangle is equals to half 2.5 into 2.5 into sine 156.926. Alright, so use this. So this is 2.5 square into sine 156.926, bracket close. This answer will divide by 2, and that is becoming 1.22475. 1.2247489, okay, 5. Okay, that is the area of this triangle. And you have already the area of the sector as well, area of the triangle, meter square. And then there is the area of the sector, which we have already found, 11.075. So the total base area, or total base area, area of the cross section, is equals to 11.07597 plus 101.22475 added together, that is 11.07597 plus 1.22475, the 1.22475, okay, fine, is equals to 12.300 12.30072 meters square. This is the area of this base area. And now they have already told us that 800 is the height of this prism. Okay, so that is 800, you multiply, you know, the base area multiplied by height is volume of every prism. So volume is 12.30072. all right, and then multiply by 800, multiply by 800, so that is 9840.576, 9840.576. so that is meter cube, because it's a volume. 9840 if it is in the like whole number, or 0.5 or 0.6 you can write down. So this was the question. In this question we found the area of the base area and then we multiply by height. So this was March 2025 paper 4-2. I hope you have understood. Please anything if you want to know, please write down in the comments, and please like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Okay, bye bye.